Good morning, beautiful people. How are you today? Happy Tuesday. I hope that you had a really fantastic celebration yesterday. I hope you celebrated. It was our country's birthday. And whether you're happy with our country right now or not, we still live in the greatest country in the world. And it's true. There are some really amazing other countries, obviously. But we are so lucky to have the freedoms and everything that we have here. We really are. I think about when I travel, sometimes how restricted it can be, and it reminds me, especially when I go to Cuba, how American I am. And I don't even know how American I am, and I take it for granted until I go somewhere where I don't have certain things, like thinking outside of the box and being able to do something about it, right? So like we have entrepreneurial ventures here, which I am so grateful for because I am an entrepreneur. And in other countries, they don't always have things like that. So anyways, we need to celebrate our country's birth. Anyways, so on that note, let me know where you're tuning in from so that we can create our virtual network across the globe, reminding ourselves that we're all together and that no one is alone. And we create this network, this virtual network, just showing that no matter where you are, we can all receive wisdom and information from the tarot and just divination, like divinity, like sort of spiritual messaging, basically. And so that's what the tarot is, really. We're just using it as a tool. It's one of my many tools to connect with my intuition. I have a master of intuition medicine, so usually I'm closing my eyes and connecting in that way. But tarot called me, and I listened to the call. I responded, and I'm so grateful that I did, and I'm learning every day. And I learned so much yesterday. It's a brilliant story about tarot. Makes so much more sense to me now. Sometimes you learn, you just get bits and pieces from different people. But I really love what I am learning about it, and I like learning from different people so that I can take a little bit from what one person does and a little bit from another person, and then take my own intuition and make it my own. So the person that I follow now is Rebecca Magic. She wrote this book called The Royal Path. She's amazing. Please subscribe to her. Her channel is called The Royal Path. She's the Royal Path Tarot, and she is the reason why I actually really love tarot, because she's the first person that I heard read cards that really spoke to me in a way that was powerful and not like superstitious. I kind of think that a lot of times people, they put too much doom and gloom into the tarot, and they freak you out. Like there's no need to get freaked out on the death card or the tower card or the devil card or whatever. We don't need to get freaked out. It might be a warning. It might be, like a note like, hey, pay attention to this, or you're going through some stuff right now. But no, we don't need the dark. We don't need to be afraid. That's the thing. We don't need to be afraid. Tarot is not here to scare us. It's here to enlighten us and to show us that there are always shadows. With the brightest light, there's always shadows. And so in those shadows, we can find the light again. And so it's up to us to find those shadows, to clear them out, to light them up, and to move on. So that's what tarot is helping us do. And so what our intention every day when we pull a tarot card is to select a card that is appropriate and helpful and beneficial for all of us today as a community. So you can take it very personally, like this card could be speaking directly to you right now, or maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't hit the same way as it does in other days, and that's okay too. You can just listen and kind of ponder, noodle on the wisdom that is being provided. Today we're using the full deck, and so our intention is to select a card that is helpful for all of us. What do we need to think about, know, learn, listen to, be warned about, or validated by today? What is it? Let's see. What's it going to be? Okay, so I've been shuffling the cards, and so I'm ready to choose. Just going to do a quick Palo Santo on them. Okay. Did you guys see good fireworks last night? I watched the New York firework display. Oh my gosh, it went on forever. It was amazing though. But I saw some new ones. I'm always interested in new firework technology. I love fireworks, but it kind of feels like they do the same ones over and over again. I like those like Weepy Willow ones. Those are awesome. But anyways, I saw some new ones yesterday that looked like little mushrooms or like little rockets kind of going up. I don't think I've seen those before, so that was kind of fun. Did you guys see fireworks? Let me know. Let me know where you saw them from down in the comments below. And if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate it. Okay, so here we go. Our card for the day is the High Priestess, card number 2. Card number 2. Okay, so I learned so much about this yesterday. This is so exciting. Okay, so if the tarot is a journey, and the journey is really the Fool's journey. The Fool starts at card 0, and then card number 1 is the Magician, and then card number 2 is the High Priestess, or the Veiled Isis. And this card is referring to our inner feminine. It's referring to the feminine aspects that we have inside of ourselves, that we need to cultivate. So this card is saying, look inside for the truth. You see how there's black and white. So there's like justice and balance. I don't know what the B stands for actually. Balance within reason and intuition. So it's keeping that balance. It's remembering that life is polar opposites. Like there's polarity in almost everything. And so, and this is a feminine inspired card. You see her there on her little throne, with, I don't know what she has around her, maybe pomegranates. It's like a very abundant, very rich, like cultivate it from inside. Get real with what you feel. Get real with what you feel. This is also talking about self-forgiveness. And the gates of purification are Isis. She's sitting there at the gates of purification. So it's thinking about yourself inside, your internal feminine, the black and white, the polarity of life. That could also mean masculine, feminine. That could be right, wrong, good, bad. But looking inside yourself to find the answers and to be honest with yourself. This is interesting too. I'm just noticing this. So she has like a cross, like the sign of the cross there, which is more for Christianity. And then the little scroll here she's saying, or that it is, I think it's saying Torah. So we have some Judaism, some Christianity. We've got different religions. We've got different ways of thinking. It looks like maybe even the moon is on the ground. There's like a half moon here. Excuse me. The moon represents, female represents emotions, water. The moon controls the tides and women's cycles. So this is like going inside. This is the Fool's, like when he's on his journey, the High Priestess is his inner feminine, and the Magician is his inner masculine. And so, and then when he continues on the path, we get the Emperor and the Empress, which are his parents, which are sort of the examples of the external masculine and feminine. But this is inviting you to go inside, to look inside, to find your own truth, and to be real with what you feel. To be real with what you feel and go inside. So that's why it's veiled, because she's going inside. She's like thinking about what's important to her. Okay, guys, so think about this today. What is important to you? What do you need to be honest with, to be real about with what you feel? What is your truth? Just look inside. That's the only place you need to look, right? You have the answers. It kind of piggybacks on the hermit yesterday, where it was inviting us to remind ourselves that we have the answers, that we can guide ourselves. And so we are just starting on our journey, and remember that we have the truth inside. Okay, so look inside. What do you see? What are you noticing? Whatever it is, that's what you need to be thinking about today, okay? All right, guys, enjoy your day. I see you, I hear you, I'm here for you, and I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.